guys, it's the girl Elamatams, also known as Gelawapazep. Zambia. I'm just a girl from Zambia. Welcome to my YouTube channel. If you've never been to my YouTube channel and it's your first time, please subscribe and hit that notification button so that each time you come to my YouTube channel, you will be notified, even if you don't come to my YouTube channel. Actually, YouTube will send you a message that Lile Motams Gilopa Z has uploaded a video. So today I just want to discuss something very important. For those of you who follow African celebrities, African stars from different parts of Africa, this video is for you because I'm here to talk about the sensational queen, the inspirational comedian Anne Kansiime. I have met her before once when I was organizing a program in Zambia. I have always loved her comedy. She became viral and successful through WhatsApp messages of her little mini skit videos that she was doing, and she is currently the top female African comedian with over 700,000 subscribers. She was born and raised in Uganda and is currently separated from her husband. I'm sure the divorce process has finally gone through. But I just want to discuss something. Anne Kansiime has been hosting a program on her YouTube channel, which I've been following because I've always just loved this beautiful, young, successful lady. And they talk about different things. There's herself and a friend of hers, they talk about different things. And this particular episode, she talked about how she paid her own dowry. Now, you see, for me, I'm one person who reflects on things deeper. It got me thinking, why would a woman so successful want to pay their own dowry? Women, in most cases, I'm here to talk to women, guys. Let's talk, women, let's talk. Sometimes when we think of certain things that happen to other women, we may even judge them and say, me, I can never go through such a thing. I would never pay dowry for a man. I would never do such a thing. But it happens. These are things that are happening daily. Women just find men that they feel they can be together and they do what they need to do in order for them to be married. I'm talking about women pay for their own weddings. They sponsor literally everything. And in most cases, those marriages don't last. Yes. Anne Kansiime has faced her own share of that. Her husband and herself have had their own Facebook war, internet war, where they've been exchanging words against each other. Obviously, it's been a bitter ending for her, but she's a strong lady. She's a fighter. And this is just a video to just encourage one or two women that will take this advice seriously, because I'm also a woman, and I'm advising myself as well. In most cases, when I do videos like this, I also advise myself. So it's not like just me saying this is what you need to do. I'm also advising myself. So right, Anne Kansiime made a confession that she paid her husband's bride price, which was paid to her family. And the family obviously felt they've had this young man who wants to marry their daughter. Their wedding was on YouTube, traditional Ugandan wedding. It was marvelous to watch. But the truth behind the wedding is that Anne Kansiime paid her own bride price. Most women have found themselves in situations where they feel when they meet someone, they've met a guy that is so cute, that probably listens to everything they do, and such guys, they are normally obedient. They do whatever you want to do. They just follow your instructions, and most of these guys, you can call them bentens, they come after successful women. Recently, we just had Zodwa Wabantu having her own share of trying to get her lobola, because she sent her people to pay lobola to her toy boy. Yeah, the culture is now changing. Women are the ones who are going after men instead of men going after women. That is so wrong, especially for an African woman. And here's the thing, the Bible tells us that a man leaves his house and finds a wife. And the Bible also tells us that he that finds a wife finds a good thing. Meaning it's the man that should be finding a wife, not you. Because the moment you are the one looking for a man to marry you, you will be the head and the man will never be your head. And the foundation of your marriage is already not biblical. So don't expect that relationship or marriage to work, because you've already broken the biblical aspect of it all. Even the Bible has told us about how men should be the ones working so hard, sweating in order to feed their families. So why should you, the woman, be the one sweating so hard to feed your husband? In most cases, those relationships don't work, and you find women are so bitter. They even talk about how, I looked after him, I brought him, if it's those women that even bring men from Africa, I brought him all the way from the ghetto, he was just suffering, then he comes here to the UK, he starts going out with other people, he goes to America, he starts going out with other women. Well, you were the man in the first place. So just like you women, us women, cheat on men, men also cheat on women, and they can also change their mind, like we women use men for their money. So this man was using you as an opportunity to get to where he wants to go. We've watched programs on TLC that show us, is it the 90-Day Fiancé programs that show us men who are in Nigeria, other parts of Africa or the world, Colombia, looking for women online, and they start their relationship, they take them over to the USA. Everybody is doing what they have to do in order to survive. So as a woman, you have to be clever, because you end up finding yourself with a man that just wants to use you in order for him to get to where he needs to go. I think I've mentioned to you guys on a live stream that I had somebody that I was talking to that asked me for $2,000 in order for me to pay for their apartment. And the moment I said that I didn't have the money, the person blocked me and stopped talking to me. The person was trying to use me as a cash cow. So as women, we need to put a value on ourselves, that we are not in a relationship in order for us to be the leaders of that relationship, if you get what I mean. When it comes to marriage, let the man take the lead. Let him send his people with his own money, not your money. It is actually an insult to your family when these things start popping up to say you gave the man money to marry you. What did you think? Your family were stupid? There's nothing that is hidden under the sun. And now the truth starts coming out to say you are the one who paid the dowry. You are the one who paid for the wedding. We've had women who funded weddings and they're fighting all over social media. I funded the wedding. We've had even Miss Tonto Dika as well talking about how she funded the wedding. All these examples tell us that if we wait on God, He will send us the right person. But most cases as women, we find ourselves desperate. And when we're desperate for marriage because our friends are getting married, guess what happens? You find yourself with a man who is also desperate to get out of their situation. Desperate plus desperate equals to what? You just make a bomb. This is somebody who is looking for a way out. So for Anne Kansiime, I must confess, when I first saw their pictures and videos on social media, I somewhat, admired, like, oh wow, she's found herself a man, he's the black shining star. I was like, oh, this girl is lucky. Her life is going so well. She's making it big in her comedy. She's making money. She's built a house. She's living large, with a swimming pool and everything, because I follow her a lot. And then this truth comes out. It just shows you that don't admire everything you see on social media. Because in as much as we were played, the public were played that life is good, life is okay with Anne Kansiime, and yet what was hidden was that she was the one looking after the guy. To me, it shows that the guy was after her success and her wealth. Because if she wasn't that successful, he wouldn't have agreed for her to marry her by her giving him the money to pay for her own dowry. That is just so wrong. So ladies, let's advise ourselves not to be desperate for men. There's so many men out there. You see, when I talked about Nigerian men, I shared how they are so good, they're so kind, and I said, I want a Nigerian man desperately. If only you can see how many messages I have received from Nigerian men. They follow me everywhere, on Instagram, on Facebook, my like page, my Facebook personal page, on YouTube. They comment. Some comments I've even had to delete. There's a guy who commented to say when he sees me, he feels things moving in his body. I'm like, hey, please, don't say that. You understand? Don't fantasize over me. But if I was a person that was that desperate for a man, I would have had one by now. Somebody commented on my YouTube channel on one of my videos to say, Lily, if you're not careful, these Nigerian men, one of them will make you pregnant. I'm not that type of a person that is that desperate for a man. If you've watched my videos of how I am a single parent now, you understand that it's situations that happened because they had to happen. And I don't blame myself for anything or blame whoever for anything, but I look at it as a life's lesson for me to preach to other people to be better than I am. That is why when I see young people, I've got a niece of mine, I call her my niece now. She's a baby sister, Kezia, and her husband Lawrence. They are now YouTubers. I'll link them down below. I am so proud of them as a couple. They are a young couple, very young couple. They got married young. She got married so young, like she was still in college. They got married so young, and they are doing things together. They are both even doing YouTube. So when I see young couples doing this, I emulate them. You know, find true love. It exists. If you are desperate, you will find someone who will use you and dump you, and it becomes a cycle, you know, and you keep on attracting the same type of men that will come, use you, dump you, come, use you, dump you, and you start saying, men are rubbish. No, men are not rubbish. Men are dogs. No, they are not dogs. You just have to put a value on yourself. I'm sure most of you people will be surprised when I reveal some things to you later in life as you keep on following my journey, and you will know that when you are patient, God gives you the best. That is it. He gives you the best because when you call on his name, you are telling him, I surrender my life to you, God. Give me a man that fears you. Give me a man that is going to love me because of me, not because of what I have or who I am. That's the type of person you deserve. I know a sister friend of mine, I won't mention her name. She found a very good looking Nigerian man, handsome and everything, loving. She's a Christian and he's a Muslim. In as much as this person is good looking, guys, you have to consider everything. You know, culture, all those things, they are important because you don't want to crash at the end of the day. It doesn't matter whether you are beautiful. In the end, these men will dump you. So just be careful when you are looking for a partner. There's nothing wrong with religion. It depends on what you believe in. But what I believe in is if I'm a Christian, I should marry a fellow Christian so that we don't clash as a couple. You know, otherwise, if I'm going for a church meeting and he needs to go somewhere, we'll be clashing. You won't understand why are you going for a church meeting or why are you going for choir practice. You won't understand. But me having somebody who's a Christian is a good thing. So guys, that's all I wanted to tell you guys, and just talk about Anne Kansiime and also the backlash that she has received on social media all over. She's been trending actually about the fact that she paid her own bride price. She is not the first woman that has done that. So many women are doing that. So many women have even pretended that the men are rich. Yeah, they buy the men a car, rent them an apartment, and then present that man to the family, open a shop, a business for them. I've seen these things happening even in my country, Zambia, where women are doing these things and the man is presented as he is doing well, or he owns a farm, he's a farmer, and yet those farms that he's owning, they're your share, but you're pretending as if it's his farm. So many women do these things. So let's just be careful as women and pray to God, because your relationship with God is the most important thing. That's what I know. When you have a good relationship with God, he sends you a good person that will also lift you in your spirit, somebody that will encourage you to be loving, that will teach you to love God more, and also teach you to be a good woman. You don't want somebody that will just be talking negatively about you or use you as just anything. That's why I like the Word Jesus family. The Word Jesus family, they're a beautiful couple, both Christians, serving God. They have fun, but you can see that they have a common ground because they love each other. And obviously, the husband, Kabi, paid dowry for Millie. She didn't pay dowry, and he proposed. We've seen videos of him proposing when he was just a young man, and they had their weddings, traditional and white wedding, and everything has been going well for them, and they're expecting a baby very soon. Don't be in a hurry. If women with children like myself can meet men who are single and are successful and say they want to marry us, you too can meet a man that is single and successful that wants to marry you. It depends on the value you have placed upon yourself and how you are patient. If you are patient and wait upon your time, you will meet Mr. Right. It's a girl, Lela Matams, also known as Gelo Z. Keep it locked. Wait.